Alright, hi y'all, so welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make your very own chicken stock or vegetable stock from the scraps in your kitchen. This is like a no waste or low waste way to make chicken stock. I'm going to do mine in the crock pot, but you can also do this exact same thing in a pot and just boil it, like bring everything to a boil with water for 45 minutes to an hour. You just have to watch it, and I just like to do it in a crock pot because then I literally just set it and forget it overnight, and in the morning I have a bunch of fresh chicken stock. So what I'm making is chicken and vegetable, but just keep in mind you can make this with just vegetable. You can make this with basically any kind of meat and bone that you have. I'm thinking about showing y'all how I make bone broth specifically because it is kind of a little bit different. If you look up like a traditional chicken and vegetable stock that you can make, you can go out and buy fresh celery, fresh carrot, onion, garlic, a big old chicken, but I have found that that's not totally necessary. We use all of those things to cook in this house very frequently. I'm always using celery for soups and stews, and carrots for stew and soup, and just to eat on the side of something else, and garlic and onion, of course, all different kinds of onions, and we do roast chickens and rotisserie chickens all the time. So I'm always having these things, you know, kind of laying around. There's always leftovers that I can totally use for this, and you probably have a lot of this already in your house as well. So what I basically do is get a gallon-sized Ziploc bag, and anytime that I use garlic or onions, I will take the leftovers or the skin or like just, you know, like the roots of the onion that you cut off, and I will put it into this Ziploc bag. The only thing that's kind of non-traditional that I do is that I don't really discriminate on what kind of onion I put in. If I have leftover red onion, then it's going in here. If I have green onion, it's going in here. And I will also put in bell peppers. I do use bell peppers a lot in my cooking, and we really like the taste of bell pepper, so I don't mind that flavor being in our chicken stock. And then once that Ziploc bag is totally full, then I will decide if I want to make a vegetable stock, and I'll basically just throw that whole bag in with some peppercorns and bay leaf that you'll see in a minute. Cover everything with water, put it on low, let it go overnight. Or I'll make chicken and vegetable stock. So basically I will wait for that freezer bag to be full, and when it is, if I also have a chicken carcass or two at the time, then I'll just throw that in. So literally this night we made a rotisserie chicken at home, just a little tiny hen, like a 2-pound hen that we did in our air fryer as a rotisserie chicken, and we took the leftover skin and carcass and bone and I threw it in here, grabbed my freezer bag out of the freezer, threw all the vegetables in. This also has dried thyme, a little bit of dill, and some rosemary. You know, we have some, we grow some, we buy some, and they kind of dry out before we can use them and cook with them. I will throw them in this freezer bag because they are still perfectly good to use for stock, and I cover everything with water, put it on low, and leave it overnight. It is so easy, so delicious, and this makes so much chicken stock, as you will see here in a second. So this is the next day, and as you can see, it's kind of, the water has basically infused with everything inside. So I'm going to take some tongs and take out the really big chunks of stuff and put it into a bowl. This is still awesome to put out into the compost bin, so that's where all of that is going. And then I will take a fine mesh strainer over my little containers, and I will basically start putting this into these 32-ounce containers just with a little measuring cup with a handle so it's easy to scoop, and I will start filling these up. And I leave a little bit of space because I put these in the freezer and this will expand, so you don't want it to like overflow in the freezer. So I put it just like a little bit below, maybe like an inch below the top, so it has room to expand. And I know that I'm using plastic. I really want to find some 32-ounce glass jars, but I don't know if you guys are having the same problem. I cannot find mason jars anywhere these days. Like, they're always sold out at Walmart, always sold out at Target. I don't know where to find them. So if y'all know where I can get some, let me know. But yes, I do want to transition to all glass containers, you know, Tupperware containers and mason jars for stuff like this, but I'm just not quite there yet. So just put it in whatever container you have, and I will put this in the freezer. And as you can see, this made 4 32-ounce containers, which is basically the same as like 4 boxes of chicken and vegetable stock that you would buy from the store for a couple bucks each. And you literally could make this from just scraps that you would like throw away or put in the compost bin anyway. So it's definitely saving you money, and if you do in the crock pot, it takes like barely any time. And I promise you, this is so much more flavorful than any chicken stock you will ever buy. I will probably never go back to buying boxed chicken stock, just because this is so much more flavorful and it makes everything I'm cooking so much better. So hopefully you guys found this helpful. Thank you so much for watching. My TikTok, my Instagram, and my other YouTube channel will be down below, and leave any questions or comments in the comment section. I will be back with another new video very soon. Bye!